Hey, it's Bells here. Welcome to Funny Farm Fish and Things, second video. Same rules apply. If you got sensitive ears, put some earbuds in or find another channel to watch because they're all going to be the same. Today's topic is dragonfly larvae and breeding goldfish in an outdoor system. So here we have a dragonfly larvae. Now these little guys, all part of the ecosystem, but they are fucking monsters. Last time I bred fish, they consumed 5,000 fry in less than 2 weeks. Little monsters, look at them. Dragonfly larvae. So I had to fix the problem. So I had to build a fry house. It's hard to see there. There's a dragonfly in that picture if you want to pause it, but he's flying around in the outdoor system. Dragonfly larvae. These guys are little fucking monsters. Now, part of the ecosystem and part of the food chain, but they also make my fry, my baby fish, part of the food chain. So these are the little guys, are the reason why I've had to build the fry house. Little fuckers, look at him. Top A1 predators for their size. The amazing creatures. Apparently, so they live in the water once their eggs are laid by the dragonfly. They live in the water, depending on the species of dragonfly, anywhere from a few months to many years before they climb up something external outside of the water and cocoon and become a dragonfly. But they don't have gills, they don't breathe like a fish. Apparently, in their doinker, in their butt, they've got this little apparatus where they suck the water in from their butt. That's pretty funny. They suck water in their butt and they take the oxygen out of the water, and if they need to have a really fast burst of speed, they squirt the water out of their butt so they can just go zoom. What the fuck? Amazing creatures. And I'm happy for them to be part of my ecosystem in the outdoor system, but these little bastards have got to stay away from my baby fish because they absolutely annihilate them. So there you go, little dragonfly larvae. Right, I found these little fuckers in my outdoor Daphnia culture. I do believe they are damselfly larvae. They're nowhere near as big as a dragonfly larvae, but they're still going to eat my fry. They're smashing down my Daphnia too, so my big fish are going to love them. I've had to come up with a solution to stop the damsel and dragonfly larvae eating my fry. So I'm just going to show you here. This is a fry. He's only a few hours old. Out of the egg, he's pretty still. He's not swimming yet. And he looks like he's got a funny head. That is actually his egg yolk, his egg sac. So he's just laying there sucking on his egg yolk. Now these little guys are smaller than an eyelash. You can, like a close-up shot, you can see right into his body. He's still crystal clear, like see-through. So these guys are really vulnerable, and even a damselfly larvae will smash one of these little fuckers down. Poor little bastards. But I've got to fix the problem, so I came up with my first solution, which it turned out to be shit. I built this box. I'll just show you the box now. I built this box. So in theory, this box was supposed to keep the dragonfly larvae out. Oh, there's me little helper spook, little bitch. So, stupid me, being the idiot that I am, I plumbed it up to the main system. And of course, dragonfly larvae and dragonfly eggs entered through the water column and into my box and ate another 5,000 fry. So the box didn't work because apparently I'm an idiot. So take two. Next step was to build a fry house. So I've started sorting this shit out. So this corner here behind the woodshed up to the edge of the greenhouse and half the gate across to about here. It's going to have a roof over it with a couple of clear panels, and I'll build a frame like in the outdoor area and cover it in shade cloth. And this will have probably 8 IBC shuttles in it, and it'll have its own little mini sump tank and filtration unit. And this will be where I breed the fish and grow the fry out. So I have to fix the monsters, the fucking dragonfly monsters. I found 14 of them in my little dragonfly proof box that I made, because the eggs and the babies are going through the water and in, so got to sort it out. Behind the woodshed, I've had to raise the woodshed roof because the bottom of the tin would chop my melon off, and I couldn't continue the roof down to the fence because it was too fucking low. So it raised it inside as well. Fucking mission. It wasn't as hard as what I thought it was going to be, but I did pretty much most of it by myself. A little bit of Lisa's help on this side. Yeah, so, and the games begin. One little fry house, anti-dragonfly monster proof house coming up. Concreting poles in now. Putting up some roof trusses. To do it by yourself, you got to have clamps. Everything's by myself. I've had a few little helpers, but not too many. So getting the basic frame ready to put the crossbars on. There they are. To get ready to put the roof on, which was quite a mission. Right, so welcome to the labyrinth. That pole and that pole are cemented in. That big cream pole, the corner pole, and that brown pole and the pole in the corner is all cemented in. All of these ones are cable tied, because I can't screw them, because once I put the tin on, I won't be able to get the screws off. And they got chocks under them, and they're nice, packed nice and tight. So if that doesn't fucking hold me up, nothing will. And then once I got the roof on, I can take all these down. Now I'm getting ready to put my roof on. Got my trusty old tractor. His name's Meanie. He's my assistant for the day. So Meanie's my tin man. And I'm going to test out my cable tied uprights. Jump up and down on the cunt and see if I fall through. Let's see what happens. Up. Back. Right. Let's go. If I fall, it's all your fault, cunt. Hoo-yah! Look at that. Standing. All fucking good. Don't worry. See, mate? I got this. All good. Hopefully the wind don't blow my helper's tin off. So we'll see what happens. Ready to see the gayest thing you've ever seen. So I've got me fucking trusty old Bunnings hat. It's the gayest fucking hat ever. Because I don't know what I did with my Cobra. I've put it down somewhere. I can't find a cunt. So now I've got a gay hat. And I don't mean gay like lesbian. I mean gay like pansy. So then I got me bum bag. Full of me fucking bits and... I can't hold the phone. Full of me bits and bobs. And then I got me tiling knee pads. Because I can't stand on the roof. I have to crawl because my knees, my legs and me fucking everything's fucked. So, I'm just a gay cunt. Right. It's up. It's not sexy. But it has enough light coming through. I've still got a bit of tweaking to do. Cut the jagged ends straight. But that is absolutely enough for one day. I am done. Meanie, take me home. Right, she's all cleaned up and ready to put the rock in. We've just been mapping out where everything's going to go. Lay down some weed mat. I haven't put any shade cloth up yet because I need the entry to be able to bring the rock in. Once the rock's in, then I can bring the shade cloth up and start making it happen. Fucking slow. All the marks on the fence, that's where everything is going to be located. I had to map it all out first, make sure I had it laid out. Okay, now to move some fucking rock. Yay. Got some of it ready for a bit of rock. We'll see how we go. It's 35 degrees, so I'll move a barrow or two and have a breather, and then I'll move another barrow and have another breather. So working on it. That's just the back corner. Still got this corner to do and this whole section here. Obviously, I've got to move my table and stuff, but I'll wait until my rock's up. Move my work table. I got the rock into the end here. Now I'm just getting ready to bloody dig and dig. Put the sump tank in. How much fun is that going to be? It's progress. It's fucking slow progress, but it's progress. So, something that would normally have taken me about 2 hours to dig that pit out, which is probably 80, 90 centimetres deep to fit an IBC shuttle frame, has taken me 3 fucking days. Fill up these little gaps here with some shade cloth, and the door's up. Get out of it, Millie, you can't go in there. You're too little. There's Millie. And that pipe there is an overflow, goes back to the main fish farm. So if I've got to dump water out of here, I'm not going to waste it. I'll put it back into the main fish farm. But this whole system will be all by itself with its own filtration. Right, some pit's ready for an IBC. She's probably about 700 deep. A little bit of crusher dust rock. So here I've got one shuttle in, getting ready for the filtration unit, getting that all set up and laid out. Cleaning out some IBC shuttles to bring some more in. In the next bit you can hear Spook barking. That is Spook barking like a dog. Right, shuttles are in place for now until I work out what's going on. So here the shade cloth is finally going up. Big job by myself. I got a little bit of help, but most of this was entirely built by me. So massive job. So I'm nearly done. I've nearly got it all ready to go. So that's great. Right, so finally, IBCs are going to be ready to plumb up soon. Not today because I've had enough. But all the shade cloth's up. All the tin is up. All the holes are blocked. The door swings great. Everything's happening. I've just got to fix this spot above the door. I'll try. I've got some thick rubber shit there. I'll try and sort that out. Hang on a sec. So I've got the double door. This one's just locked just in case I need to get something big, but got the tin on. All the way around. All the holes are blocked, some just filled up with shade cloth. I put a bit of flashing up on the front here. So here's some shots of the shade cloth all finished. I'd already built my filtration unit, which I'll do in another video for you to show you. It's pretty in depth, but it's been up and running for a while, and let the bacteria go in it. So then I had to dig some trenches to run the pipes across to the radial flow filters and from the inlet from the filter. So right, so I got the trench dug. I've had to dig it deeper because I've got 4 50mm pipes going through, and then I've got this cross one here that comes from the mineralisation tank. It goes back out to the main system when I have dirty water that the bacteria is cleaned. And so I've got 2 in so far. One of those pipes will go back to that end filter where the water will come into these last 2 IBCs, which obviously won't be stacked up like there. One will be down there. And yeah, slow going, hard digging. Well, here I'm just laying the pipes out for the inlets and the outlets for all the tanks from the filter in and out. And yeah, it was pretty rough because I had to cut all the weed mat, remove all the rock, and then fill it all back in. Rightio fuckers. Okay, so tanks 1 and 2 are linked back to this radial flow filter. Okay, so this is the pipe that the water comes in from the tanks, and this pipe will go out here and then back across to the sump tank. That pipe there will go, it goes under the ground, up the wall, see over there, up the wall, across, and then into feeding water into the 2 IBCs. Now, we all know about levels, so we've all got a spirit level. This is my homemade water level. So there's my end cap, it's just a cable tie folded over. It's just a long bit of clear hose with some food colouring and water in it. And that's how I get the basic measurements for the height. So these tanks are going to have 2 heights. That'll be the maximum height. When I've got the larger goldfish, well, they're still babies, but they're bigger and they're growing. And then I've got these shorter ones, which will be for when they're only tiny. I'll have less water in the tank. So even with this and with the level, even with a laser level, it doesn't shine through there. You can't really get it perfect. And the only way to know for sure is with water. So I've almost filled this up. So we fill this up. And what we want is, so this pipe here where the water's coming in from those 2 tanks, it will have a shroud around it so the water will slow down when it comes out and goes, and the heavy solids will go down the bottom. All right, so let's go over. So that's basically right at the top. You want that outlet a tiny bit smaller, lower than these. So you can see they've still got a little bit to go. I have to go really slow. I can't get the cunt to go slow. And a little bit of water. Okay, so that one is full. This one is full. And this one is just under. So this is the one that we want to be a tiny little bit lower than those 2. So all I'll do now is I'll just mark a texture on there, just under the water line. So it's like, it'll be like 2 to 3 mils lower. So when the water goes in there, and then out those pipes, and then across through underneath all here, and then into there, it has no option but to come out because it's a tiny bit lower, because that's how water works. But I've tried all different ways to measure this, and this is ultimately the best way to do it. There's no other way that's as accurate as this. Water tells you how it is. Right, finally I got my air vents installed, and I got the water trickling in. I just got to get it's a little bit higher than the pipe there. It's because I haven't got the water flow right yet. I've slowed it down, so I've got to wait for it to settle. Then I got the water coming in the in pipe and out the out pipe. And of course I made a mesh drilling, so I've got a net under there to catch the little chunks of plastic that are no doubt going to come out. But fucking yay, I've got some plants in there. I'll give them a salt water bath so there's no dragonfly babies and no snails. The snails are no big deal, I can always add more later. But yeah, so I'll let it run overnight, and just got to wait for the water flow. This is where you got to have the taps. So you must have the taps so you can adjust the water flow. So I've slowed the water down. I've just got to wait for it to settle. I could probably slow it down a little bit more until it evens itself out, and then tweak it from there. But anyway, it's fucking running. It's been 7.5 months in the making. So obviously I've got to put my shroud on there. I'll do that now, hang on. Put my lid on. Wait, sorry. Got my lid. So upside down my strain, we found a better way to cut it from some cunt on Facebook, because Oh, YouTube's always good. Right, then I'll put my shroud down over the top of that pipe. And so when the water comes out there, it goes down the shroud. And when it hits the bigger size of the barrel, it slows down. And then the solids go to the bottom, which is my UFO. Will come out here. I can just suck it out into a bucket. Right, so I've been tweaking. That's the fun and games of water. So now I've got this water running quite fast, right? But if you can see down in here, that water's now just below the pipe. So I was quite wrong. Okay, it's been a long time since I set one of these up, like more than 2 years. So here's my inlet and outlet. I was wrong about a couple of mils. Try about 20 at least. I just kept cutting the fucker back until it ran well enough so that I could speed that water up. But it also means when I've got real little babies in that IBC shuttle, I can also slow that water down and it's not going to affect this at all. It's just when the water's running fast, she's got to be running perfect. So yeah, I still got to put the lid and the shroud back on, but I'm fucking happy with that. The water flow takes a bit of tweaking, so I'm gonna turn them up full ball now, and I reckon it'll be spot on. So that'll be every drop of water coming out of that last barrel in the filtration unit over there, and we'll see. We'll see what happens. See if it raises at all. Yeah. Still going pretty good, but it'll take like 10 minutes to settle out, level out. Morning, mate. Right, this is my fry house. It took me 8 months to build. Still having a bit of a tidy up. So these are radial flow filters over here, and that's my filtration unit, the labyrinth that it is. Then down the bottom here I've got the sump tank. Check this out. Right, so these guys are about 3 weeks old, right? There's actually a couple of fantails in here, which is really cool. But look at this cunt. What the fuck? Look at the size of that motherfucker. They're all born on the same day. How it's what? Fucking 4 or 5 times the size of every other single solitary fish. It blows me out. So with a suggestion from Gil's Fish Room, we might have discovered why some fish grow so much bigger and the others just don't grow, but that's a later video. But anyway, I hope you like the build of the fry house. It was a mission. Took me 8 months, but I've finally seen the light at the end of the tunnel, and it is up and running. And I got about 5,000 fry, from sarasas to shabunkins and wakins going on in there at the moment. So this was me taking the fish out of my take 1, which was pointless, an absolute pointless waste of time, but it's all about experimenting. So if you don't experiment, you don't discover. So have fun experimenting and discovering, because that's what it's all about. Well, I hope you liked the video of the fry house build. As always, with my faithful assistant Spook. If I could play back the voiceover bloopers, it'd just be fucking beep, 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 beep. But anyway, that's another story. See you next video.